What's going on, good people? This is yours truly, EZDZ. Finna get into another episode of Chop Shop. Got the crew hanging out with. We have no special guest tonight, so it's just the.
I am the special guest.
Special guest. What are you talking about?
Right on cue. Here we go.
I am
Right
the
on
special
cue.
guest.
He is me
Right on cue.
and the rest.
Okay, so what we'll do tonight? I'll go
Me
to our
and him.
immediate to across from me. We'll go different tonight. The one and only, the infamous David Ruff, known as Greg Dawson, certain circle. How you feeling tonight, young man?
Feel with my hands like I always do.
Okay, to his immediate right, immediate left.
We do non-directional.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it together because y'all in here clowning. The one and only
My
EZBz.
military
How you
left.
feeling, man?
Falcons want to know.
Okay, Falcons want to know. That's real. Okay, and
Where
last
the
but not
Chiefs
least, they ain't seen his finest. Walt Della, what's happening with you, brother?
What's going on, people?
Okay, got a lot to cover in a short amount of time. You know, NFL is running crazy. We definitely want to get home for that first Monday night game with the Jets and the Bills. First of all, definitely want to acknowledge Coco Gauff for winning the women's singles title in the U.S. Open yesterday. Do you think that we'll get to a point where we have more African Americans playing tennis?
Black girl magic.
What do you think?
Playing tennis?
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna come. Eventually it's gonna happen. I don't see it immediately happen, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna be our sport.
Are you asking the question meaning that she's going to inspire another generation?
Well, I mean,
tennis is an expensive sport.
Right, it is. But I mean, you sit back and think when Venus and Serena did, nobody else was. You had the one. What was the lady from Houston that played a little bit, but she might have been before them. But I'm trying. We really have anybody that's come out African American that's played tennis since the Williams sisters. And right, it is expensive.
Some men.
Okay.
In fact, two of them from here.
Who?
What's your boy's Blake?
Oh, James Blake.
And then somebody else was from Florida.
Okay. Bees, what's your take on that? Do you think we'll have that? Where it opens up, we get more?
Well, yeah, I feel like just it comes down to like the time of it.
Well, I think resources is the biggest thing. That's a lot of tennis is very expensive. Lessons and that's pricey.
And different
But I mean, the
dedication.
way it could be,
Yeah.
way it could be set up as far as training goes, they'll get their money off of they'll get their money off of when they turn pro and start winning tournaments.
No, you got to start placing in tournaments, and then it's kind of like golf. You know, once you start placing, you'll make a little bit of money. And then there's
Yeah, but I mean, there's gonna be somebody that's
there's a
willing
novelty
to.
aspect. It's going to be the novelty aspect of her with her, whether we want to talk about it or not. There's a novelty with her, and you kind of have to fit that. The tennis is a culture.
Yeah,
Agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. I mean, now I would definitely want to. Before we get into football, I don't know if y'all saw today with the debacle we had with FIBA basketball. Now a lot of the elite players say they're interested in playing in Paris in 24. At LeBron, AD, Steph Curry, KD.
But I mean, they
old.
normally. I mean, they
old.
normally play in the Olympics. They normally don't play in the FIBA Cup like the.
But I guess
I mean, the FIBA, the world.
See, now you don't give some energy to you. Now you ain't a real world champion. Stop
right,
that.
and I think that's where I was going with it.
And,
So,
but let's say this.
I mean, can we say they ain't the world champs?
Well,
They didn't place
one
it.
thing is it's been different because Luka wouldn't have been on the team. If you send an NBA, which is impossible today, because one time you could have said just send the NBA champions over there and they represent the United States. But the reality is, everybody on every team now is not American anymore.
okay, but me and Bees even discussed. I'm gonna present this to y'all. What if you did All-Star Weekend? You did a world team of All-Stars against the United States. And you sit back and think now. Just
the USA could beat them because they don't have continuity.
The big man.
no, but
The USA team ain't gonna have continuity either.
right. So when you say, yeah, I'm with you. Got Giannis.
What rules are you gonna play under?
You play
The NBA rules. It's the NBA
It's
league.
gonna be an international team then.
Okay, what I'm saying,
They're gonna win.
but the rules ain't. I ain't gonna put it on the rules. They got better.
Nah,
no,
man.
come on, now you fishing.
No.
You
The
fish. Okay,
rules help,
let's do this.
But you have enough talent.
Okay, but let's do this. You call out a USA player, and we will give you.
No, I think the world at large can beat the USA.
Okay.
Oh no, I believe that easily.
Okay.
Because you're saying you take out the you talking about the field versus the United States.
Right, but the United States, but the league is probably 60% easily United States players. So when you look at your elite players, that's Steph, Bron, KD. Who?
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
Your boy in Portland.
Do we put Lillard,
Dame Lillard.
Tatum,
Jalen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler,
Jimmy Butler.
AD. That's
If he be
9.
healthy, if he healthy, I don't know. AD won't be healthy.
But I'm just trying to think what other. I mean, do you count it?
Paul
Do we
George
put
on there.
Paul George, Kawhi Leonard.
See,
I mean-
but here's the problem.
Bam.
Yeah, but here's the issue. Dedication, national dedication ain't the same here,
But-
as it is in other countries.
Yeah, but I ain't even going on dedication. I'm looking at one weekend.
No,
NBA
we
All-Star
just
weekend.
named. Okay, so we just named the U.S. team.
Okay, now let's get into the
So
rules.
you gonna have
But you saying, but that's not,
Giannis,
So you-
Embiid,
but you-
Luka.
Jokic.
but you going that large.
Jokic,
So you saying the
Jamal
field.
Murray.
That's not who they would play.
Sabonis.
They play the country, but you're saying the field.
We'll play like the team.
No, they play the world, the best players in the
Right,
world.
that's called the field.
Yeah.
USA versus the field.
Right.
The field.
Oh, you just that's 5. That's Jokic, Murray, Giannis.
SGA. He from Canada.
Sabonis.
Sabonis.
that's from Canada too.
Wiggins.
Yeah.
Wiggins.
But after them 5, them names not really moving me. They good players.
Yeah, but I
it's
mean
not-
that's a. But you got some quality guys.
Yeah, they quality guys.
But I mean, like I said, that'd be interesting. Like I don't know if Schrader will make it.
Well, Dylan Brooks on the team.
Yeah, he got to be.
No.
Yeah, he'll play. Yeah,
It
Dylan.
depends
Yeah,
on how
he'll be
you
on
pick
that.
the team.
Isn't Brooks Canadian?
Yeah, he'll play. He be saying like he
Towns will
want
play.
he want to guard LeBron. Yeah, Carl Anthony Towns. He from the America. So
That's where the field has the advantage as far as the
Yeah,
big
but if
men.
you say country versus country, then it becomes.
I
different.
mean USA, but my thing
Yeah,
is
but
that
they lost to
lost to a couple different people. They lost 3 games.
the countries.
Yeah. So just a thought. We just brainstorming. So let's get into what y'all want to cover for NFL, college.
My disappointment in the university, I can go and put that out there now. We shouldn't be giving up 65 points in anything.
You got the flow. You got the
Anything
flow.
other than a basketball game, and even we shouldn't be giving up 65 points in a basketball game.
But we've already stated.
Who you talking about?
The University of Thomas Jefferson High School.
Oh, okay. Jefferson. Oh, okay. I ain't know who.
The only one of us who has a high school that won state championship was at the
Oh, okay.
and has Hall of Famers, so I don't want to get into all that.
Yeah.
And NFL Hall of Famers.
And Ja Rule was high that one time too. So we're doing history.
And one of the alums that won the state championship was really disappointed in Jefferson High School.
Well, if it make you feel
All
better.
of us are.
How bad y'all got beat
No, well, my alma mater, Thornridge High School, got beat 81-0 on Friday.
in football?
No, well,
So that's two touchdowns converted. Y'all right there in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, but give it back. Yeah, but they never were good, so I don't know.
But I keep trying to explain to Ruff, and this is where the disconnect is. Jefferson does not attract the same players that they used to with the neighborhood. But then on top of that, they're not winning. Today's athlete wants to go where they winning.
I think there's probably a lot of stigmas out there, but even without that, we have the fact that we have the welding program, which even Goofy over there said.
Okay, but I mean,
Listen, you should be. He said that's an easy market.
okay, right. It's an easy market, but you keep talking about the things that the schools offer. This will put it in perspective.
They ain't offering a winning program.
And tradition.
Right. Y'all beat King.
Recently.
Y'all beat
Recent
King
winning.
30-0. So you come out 6 days later.
I'm sure Joe Redden wasn't on that team either.
I understand it, but that just shows you the disparity in high school football.
You know, I was talking to somebody, and I mentioned King and how good they used to be, and I mentioned because he knew who Joe was, and he started laughing. I said, "Oh, today's Joe ain't the guy I saw in 1984 at all."
But going back to just the reality of it, like Wharton beat Gates at 25-24. That was probably the best. That was the best game all week.
But they're both. There's two things going to always help Gaither pull a pretty decent team. One is location, and two is
No, I ain't gonna say it's not located, but it is. You
Location
got
ain't pulling nothing but.
yeah. They Gator is way up on Northdale, maybe.
but you're gonna the location. And one thing we were talking about off air, you know, Fat Mouth won't talk about here is, oddly enough, a lot more of the better kids are coming from 2-parent home.
Right. I mean, no, call it like it is. I get that. But with that being said,
But there's no more dogs out here. Like there's not as many dogs out here.
Deion said the dogs come from the single parent home.
yeah, that's normally. But I mean, but you sit back and think like,
No,
just
but
get an idea. Just get
in
an
this
idea.
area, think about it, Waldo.
But you sit back and think where you have teams. I saw 50 to 6 this week.
And somebody dropped
65
a
nothing
on Jesuit this week too. You saw that, right? Jesuit got their doors blown. By the way, shout out to Joe. He ran the ball pretty tough.
Who that?
For Temple.
Oh yeah, Joe Smith. Yeah, shout out. But I just think that there's just high school football has really like something that goes against it this week, which is going to be a pretty decent game.
Is that our game of the week?
No, we East Bay Riverview, 2 undefeated teams. But you got to try to show love.
You don't have to.
Yeah, that's the right thing. You want to let everybody get a bite of the apple.
That's not the right thing to do.
Okay,
the right thing to do is go to the best game. So you think? So you think game day will pull up the East Bay and Riverview?
Or they gonna go out there Sumner and Gaither?
Or would they just run it back with Bama the next week, whoever they playing, even though they had
See, here we go again. Now we're gonna do this on camera. I brought this up to everybody. Nobody.
Yeah, we've already acknowledged that we don't be listening and watching your.
Okay, well, appreciate it. You know, so with that being said, let's just
I had a busy week.
No, you all right. You ain't nothing to explain. We'll see how they review Thursday. So anyway, you had a busy weekend, so no problem. We're gonna get into it. Hey, no problem.
But we got to bring up the homecoming for Jefferson, man.
Yeah, go ahead. Speak on that.
You said it's the 28th. That's
The 29th.
Okay.
The 29th. They playing against Blake. Yeah, so it's gonna be.
Well, yeah, I had some Blake
a barn burner.
I had Blake ties with your nephew and also actually my side.
And it's gonna be the homecoming. It's not just the homecoming. It's gonna be a all
celebration, like all weekend
and
all
Mr.
class
Collins
reunion.
The original Blake High School.
Yeah, so that should be interesting.
All class reunion. They want everybody to come out.
That ain't that Blake High School either, is it? That ain't the 1950s and 60s Blake.
No, it ain't. But let me ask you this now. Let's get into college football this week. Texas beat Alabama. Nick Saban said the time is now. They got the things they probably have are fixable. So
I know one thing I saw, Nick. You ain't got them hogs up front because Texas really protected homeboy really well. And I'm thinking, Alabama's defensive backs had the ability to latch on because they had a lot of chaos going on up front. So you ain't got to latch on for as long. But you had Texas wide receivers just running free. Like they had done some looting and got loose.
but I think something else too. Alabama was missing two of their DBs. I mean, but like you play what you got.
That wasn't a defensive back whooping. That was
no, they moved the ball. They moved the ball. And they wanted to.
Protected him well,
and they made them pay for their two turnovers. They paid, which was big in the game too.
When was the last time you saw an Alabama team get handled up front by a non-SEC team at all?
When you seen them get handled by an SEC team, really?
Other than the Joe Burrow LSU teams, first right?
Yeah, right. But I mean, they wouldn't. I wouldn't say handled. They outscored. They moved the ball at will.
Handled.
They moved the ball at will. And Alabama was down. They were down. Alabama was like 19 when they played them. They were down that year. So every now and then you're going to catch.
But this year, Texas manhandled them.
They did. But see, and just like I told you, Alabama after a loss, Waldo, guess where Alabama come this week?
Where they go this week?
They come here to get whooped.
That's crazy.
They come here to get whooped.
That's crazy. They got an off week.
No, they got
an off week. Yeah. Bye week.
Hey, don't let that FAMU game fool you, even though they didn't cover.
Don't let that FAMU game fool you.
Yeah, that's all right.
I know you went there, but you got to be. Here we go again.
What's the spread?
32.
They'll cover.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind.
With confidence.
Yeah,
they'll cover.
Yeah,
feel that way. Come Saturday.
Listen, and no disrespect, no shade to Florida A&M by no means. Florida A&M dress what, baby, 50, 60 kids? They may have. They
got more in the band.
One or two. They may have one or two.
They played tough, so fam, you might actually have something down there.
They may have one or two.
Brought the monkey on.
They may have 1 or 2 3 stars on their team. Alabama
they might have 1 or 2 3 stars on Bama. The rest 4 or 5.
Thank you. And that's all I'm saying. But here we're gonna get with you, like my boy Fitz always said, be your mouth. It be your mouth. So that's what it be. So here we go, Exhibit A.
We'll be there, and we'll be on time. Okay.
So that being said, we in a hurry up this evening, so we're gonna take our first break. This brought to you by my man Will D. Man, my man left us back in last year. So every show we do, we dedicate to you, baby. So Get online, check out his line, his apparel, www.cigarlyfe.com. Go check him out. Doss, real quick, let everybody know what you got going on. Tell me you got receipts in your Dion voice.
Hey, I've been comfortable, by the way. I've always walked confidently. Hey, ain't no curve in my vertebrae. And as you can see, we do quite a few things. I forgot we do document prep and these other things here. But what we decided to do is we also have not merged. We've been gainfully employed. We've been employed and brought into the fold of Life Malcolm Law. So although I am available for services for those who need help navigating the pathway of self-representation, please make your 5 minutes count. And if not, we can probably have somebody who's a licensed and practiced licensed bar attorney who I always recommend help you with your services. We're segueing away and moving into other areas.
You got receipts?
It's right there on the screen. Of course we got receipts.
Okay.
You can look me up online, the good and the bad, the arrest, the wins in court. You can hear my audios. If you need those, just reach out to us. Go to gdnapsey.com, and you can always reach out to me at gdnapsc@gmail.com. We'll give it to you.
Okay, we're going to take a quick 30-second break. We do not own the rights to this music. Torres, give us something. We're going to come back and get into this NFL. Okay, we're back in finna get to the second segment of Chop Shop. Yours truly, EZDZ. Got my man Greg Dawson, David Ruff with us, EzBz kicking it. And last but not least, Dade City's finest, Waldello. NFL recap, we had 15 games we've played so far in week 1. A lot of surprises, some disappointing showings. I'll go to Dade City first. What were you most pleasantly surprised about yesterday?
The Bucs defense.
Bucs defense?
Looked real good. A lot of takeaways, pressure on the quarterback.
And they brought some hats too.
Yeah. Sticks. Big sticks.
They hit. They were definitely they were knocking people loose.
He gonna get his contract because he's killing people out there yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Well, he got something to play. I mean, he got something to play for with the contract. But I think something else too is that it was such a bad look to ask for the trade. You know, do all that behind the scenes stuff. But like I said, you just play football.
That's business.
Yeah.
I'll never tell an athlete that.
No, I'm not saying that. Not get your money. Definitely nothing wrong with getting your money. But I just feel it could have been handled differently than what it
could have been handled differently on both sides. Though.
Absolutely.
It's not just
on both sides.
Yeah,
right.
That's the same thing. Mike Evans. How they trying Mike Evans? Like Mike Evans to me,
they Mike Evans ain't did nothing wrong.
Mike Evans should get his contract and retire a buck.
Period. You should make sure that happens.
Right.
Because he made concessions to get.
He took less money twice.
In fact, he's part of the Brady thing too.
Yeah. So that was big. Beezy, what about you?
Oh, the Falcons are easily the most surprising team for me yesterday. Like pleasant surprising.
Why? Y'all played
Pressure on
Carolina.
the box. Like
No, they play. Jesse Bates is a difference maker.
We won a game.
2 picks, yeah. And normally these are games that we lose. I mean, they didn't do a lot yesterday. Bijan Robinson is for real.
I know who did do a lot yesterday.
Who?
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, he got off.
Yeah.
He did his thing. So is that who you most surprised by?
No. I knew
Okay,
he was
who
good
you pleasantly surprised by?
Pleasantly surprised by?
Yeah.
Actually, the Baker Mayfield. He showed moxie when he.
I was going, and I'm not a Bucks fan, but I'm gonna say, yeah, Baker.
He was trying to win me over. He tried.
No,
to
He did.
Baker got some fans.
Baker played yesterday.
Baker
I know
may
Parr
get-
had him on here.
Baker may
with
get
his
him a
chest stuck
commercial.
out.
He may get him a commercial.
Yeah, Baker played like I say. He played crazy in the first quarter and a half.
That stiff arm.
But he was like, yeah, but he did that. Then took the hit out of bounds. He kind of got himself like, okay,
Then
I'm
that's
ready to
when
play.
He got going.
You could
a
tell
little
he
bit.
said something on the sideline too. Went to back to Oklahoma. Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, but like I said, then he, I don't know who guard Mike Evans on that little skinny pose. Yeah, this guy not even in the screen. He just saw the ball. This guy ain't even in the screen with him.
That was a nice pass. So he put a lot of air on it, and the line actually played better in moments than I thought they would have. Because Baker, don't forget, Baker's a little guy.
Right.
Yeah, the only thing he had issues with was batted balls.
Now,
at the line.
okay, for me, I say Baker. I'm gonna go first. Who I was disappointed in last night. I don't even want to talk about the Giants, but for me, the Bears. The Bears. They looked abysmal yesterday.
Let me tell you something. For you to come out at home and you had a whole off season to get ready, and here's the thing, you had tape on Jordan Love,
Right.
and he throws the same number of touchdowns yesterday as he had his whole career.
Right.
You actually made him look almost good without Plant's very own.
Christian Watson, who was nursing a hamstring. No Watson, no problem.
Shout out to
Shane said-
Christian Watson.
Elementary.
Right.
My dear Watson.
So who are you disappointed on?
Everybody say the Giants. We already
So
said that was terrible.
So I really was disappointed in the Giants, but
I got
like you
another
said,
one too. I got another. Can I say my other
I
one?
want.
Don't say San Diego.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
You thought they were going to play? Thought they were going to play San Fran?
I thought they were
better?
going to play tougher.
I did not think it was going to look the way it looked though.
That looked very
So
one-sided.
just being a Mike Tomlin coach team, I didn't
And a
expect
defensive
that.
team, and they moved the ball at will
But,
didn't
but
expect
San Fran is a bad matchup
for a lot of people.
for them, especially because with Kenny Pickett, one thing about San Francisco, they bring a lot of pressure, and they're very and they put hats.
You know what? San Francisco is really. We all talk about Boza, rightfully so, and we talk about that fool at linebacker.
Warner.
But what we forget, Warren, but.
And they got some nuts in the secondary
That's what we
that
forget.
back for, yeah.
The back end of San
Hit them
Francisco.
two safeties, yeah.
Yeah. Not only will they hit you, they can cover.
Yeah.
But they definitely gonna hit you.
Yeah, they
Even if
gonna
miss you,
they're gonna hit you. Yeah, you're gonna get contact.
San Francisco's a throwback football team.
Yeah, they are. They do all the little things and they play smart. What you was about to say?
No, the Bengals really surprised me yesterday.
Nah, they didn't
I didn't
surprise
think they were
me.
gonna lay down. How they
But Joe Burrow's 1-5
In Cleveland,
against Cleveland.
and
but only scored 3 points.
that was the if game I took home with. Take Cleveland to beat them.
Cleveland has never won the AFC North. I ain't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
2002, they've never won the North. I mean,
They've
but
never won the AFC North.
They
So
got
this game
Pittsburgh
don't
Monday.
even
They got
matter.
Pittsburgh this upcoming
Brian
Monday.
Sipe them won the no.
That's the AFC Central.
AFC Central.
Central. That's old school Central. But they've never won the North when they broke down the division. The Chargers, that was another one. They can't.
Yeah, I
They let
ain't-
Tua
I don't
look
know
like
what
Dan
they-
Marino yesterday.
I don't know what they had
Tyreek Hill
going
still
on.
running.
Yeah,
Tyreek Hill was catching jump balls.
Yeah.
he's
You
always
can't, and the thing is, in the
He
NFL,
5'8".
and I'm telling you something that I caught my eye yesterday is that all the 4 o'clock games, the home teams lost. Road teams this week are 10-5. Something to look at. I mean,
Yeah,
because
Bucs was on the road.
Yeah, we keep talking about.
My team was on the road.
Yeah, everybody talking about home field advantage, but
in the NFL, the better teams generally win. Home that's more.
Well, it depends
okay. Well,
on,
let me
depends on the venue and the game
Did you
as
see the
well.
Rams beating Seattle without Cooper Kupp?
Definitely not.
Did you see that?
Nah.
Well, I did because I knew Walker wasn't playing.
I didn't see it.
I
I picked Seattle to
I was
win
gonna leave
the
this.
division.
You gotta be different. It's cool.
Hey, I do my research.
I knew Walker wasn't playing, so I just
And he played like sparingly, but I think he has a bad hamstring.
yeah, he could be out for a bit. But I just thought with Matthew Stafford with not a lot of, I guess, not a lot of name weapons, but that's the beauty of football. You get an opportunity, you make the most of the opportunity.
Let's say this about the NFL, and I know Goofy from the level say something about basketball. What do you always say? I'll tell y'all, an NFL pro is an NFL pro. Generally speaking, in the NFL, there's not a lot of drop off. I mean, in basketball, y'all know this. You say, well, he's not this. But in football, an NFL wide receiver is an NFL wide receiver. There might be some differences in the trenches, but in the NFL of all the leagues are the closest when it comes to talent.
I could agree with that because you just have the top guys that are the top guys, and then the guys are right underneath them.
But they're right there.
Yeah.
Like if you get hurt, we don't lose nothing when you go out unless you're like really, really, really.
Unless you're Aaron Donald, Chris Jones.
Yeah, because Chris Jones just got signed today, and I mean I told you that Thursday. I said they going.
Yeah, they learn real quick because
he got beat into submission.
Yeah.
But I tell you what though, if they had somebody other than Sammy the Seal and Big Ben the Clock catching the football, they may have been able to say, okay, we're okay.
So let me ask you this. So with them now this week they travel to Jacksonville. Jacksonville's first home game gonna be hot. Early game, 1 o'clock.
Kansas City?
Yeah. Still don't know about Kelsey.
You're gonna get beat again.
If Kelsey's not there, they're gonna lose.
Jacksonville is a matchup. And Jacksonville let them off the hook last year in the playoffs. Jacksonville.
If they don't have Kelsey, it's gonna be a problem. If Travis Kelsey not playing, they definitely gonna lose.
Yeah, they Detroit, and then something else Detroit did, which is similar to Jacksonville. They beat them up.
They're physical.
Yeah, they were physical. And I told you a couple years when the Bucks beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, they gave you the blueprint. We not gonna let Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey beat us. Somebody else got to come in, and we're gonna shut his ward off. We're gonna double up Kelsey. Somebody else got to.
That day with the Bucks, Shaq Barrett he started a step in the backfield the whole game.
Right, but I'm saying, they had just played 6 weeks prior. Actually, 2 months prior.
What's the NFL?
I mean, I get that.
Once I get you on game, once I get film on you.
But it was more of a disrespect thing that second time we played them because of the Tyreek and
the two.
It was more of a we on y'all ass now.
Yeah, that's right.
So
you also couldn't surprise them, like I told you with your boy that what's the boy that was Cam's OC. I said I don't know, I had the job. I said
Ken Dorsey.
After the first series, we should have had it. We should, because you can't duplicate speed in practice until the guy's there. But after Von Miller acted up, see what the Bucks had the advantage of. Tyreek's speed wasn't gonna catch him off guard the second time, so they made the adjustments, whether it's a step out, step in, whatever it is. The Carolina never made an adjustment for Von Miller, which is just bad NFL. In the NFL, when we get you on game, we get some game film on you, you'll look real, real different.
Out of all the rookie quarterbacks that started yesterday, Richardson, Stroud, Young, who do you feel made the most strides yesterday?
Richardson.
You feel the same way?
He's the only one that actually put points on the board. Yeah, put points on the board.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah, so I go with Richardson.
I didn't a better team. But it gets a better team. Ravens are a little bit under
Well, they lost Dobbins. Dobbins towards Achilles. He's gonna be out again.
Yeah, he's on my fantasy team.
Contract year too. That's tough.
Yeah, that is tough.
That's tough. I don't want to get into the Cowboys too tough, but we got to talk about it. I mean, they were dominant, but I really believe they gonna go as Dade go, because what they showed you yesterday, and that makes a lot more sense.
Their defense is going to have to be the 2000 Ravens.
To give Daniel Jones the money that they gave him and what they did.
That was disrespectful.
Right, but I'm saying, but let me finish if I can. For them to get the money that they gave him, what Dallas said, you know what, we're going to neutralize Saquon. And you going to have to beat us.
And he showed y'all wasted your money.
Right. But you locked into him, and that's what they spoke about, a lot of these $40 million quarterbacks. Because they spoke about.
Hey, you must have been there when Boomer said, we got $500 million on the field right now, and we got 6 points.
I'm just saying, but I mean,
Cincinnati.
Right, but I'm saying, but I mean, but when you but there's nothing wrong with the guys getting that money. I want to see all
at all.
But my thing is that you could have gave Saquon 12 to 15. You could give him 15 million.
75% of the snaps or some crazy number for a running back.
Exactly. And then when you gave Jones that kind of money, it's like kind of like a slap in the face. You know what I mean? Like Dalvin Cook, they gave Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook should have got money to stay in Minnesota. You should have paid him.
And it showed too.
Right.
I mean, I like the running back they got. He not Dalvin Cook, but he's a good running back.
He's serviceable, but if you're trying to make that, to me, Minnesota took a step back.
He's also Dalvin Cook was a lot more versatile, and you realize it yesterday.
Yeah.
Because Kirk Cousins which he put up numbers. He looks good because he had Thielen, and he also had Dalvin Cook.
He got the gritty.
But he had Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen, so it makes it more difficult.
And Dalvin Cook.
Right.
Dalvin Cook is like Alvin Kamara.
I understand
Was
that.
to Drew Brees.
But losing Thielen is also big.
Because Thielen was a guy that could run the route.
Thielen is also big. I feel like them bringing in number 2,
Madison.
Yeah, bringing in number 2 and losing Thielen is the big. If they would have been able to keep Thielen, I think their offense would have looked a lot better.
But see now, I know it's only one game.
Because they could run the ball.
I want to do like overreaction Monday, but Minnesota has taken a step back because expectations.
I don't think so. We just that good.
I mean, so let me ask you this:
they'll win the North again.
No, they ain't.
No, they won't win the North.
No, Detroit.
So you think Detroit gonna win it?
What?
Yeah, Detroit.
Minus a major injury.
Detroit's the best team in the North.
Okay,
hands down.
They're the best team in the North. I mean, if they stay healthy,
they got a good. And Detroit's a good defense for real.
Yeah, like I said, they're physical. They play a physical brand of football.
They can run the ball.
Yeah, they got a couple different guys that can tote it. They got Montgomery. They got
they can tote it because they got them boys up front.
Yeah, and that's what they spoke about.
And they kept them clean too.
Yeah, they weren't getting the golf.
Yeah,
they weren't getting the golf like that at all. And
so
you sit back and think,
line one.
Yeah, but you sit back and think, and they also fumbled inside their 15.
Mm-hmm. So, you forget that one.
Yeah. So I mean, that was a game.
It happens to Detroit teams.
Yeah, but I think this is a different Detroit team this year.
Same Detroit.
And they have a good coach and they play for him.
Sean Payton lost his first.
As expected.
I predicted that.
You thought he was overrated too? I thought he was gonna win, but I don't. And it's not Russell Wilson. It's Sean Payton.
I seen that in the preseason. They're gonna look the same this year.
So Denver ain't doing nothing for you to do?
I think Sean Payton wants it to be about Sean Payton versus just football. Yeah, just play the game. Just let the guy use the talent you have to do what they're good at doing. Because you got good wide receivers, you got long wide receivers too.
Yeah, with Judy's out, he didn't play yesterday. Who's out?
KJ Hamler.
That's big too.
That's huge.
Yeah. So it's hard when you don't have like the.
You lost to Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you're Sean Payton, the offensive guru.
Allegedly.
Right. That can.
And Russ didn't have bad numbers.
Yeah, but then speaking of quarterbacks, Steve Tannehill threw 3 picks yesterday.
Ryan Tannehill.
I'm thinking South Carolina. My bad. Ryan Tannehill, threw 3 picks. But if you got that grown man, feed that grown man.
Who they played?
Played the Saints.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they played the Saints.
You've been better off having Ryan
Collins.
No,
Ryan Leaf.
Yeah. No, they should have went and got Matt Ryan.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Matt Ryan ain't got it no more.
He ain't have it when he was in Atlanta.
No, he had it while he was in Atlanta. His last year, he didn't have it.
He ain't have it when he was in Atlanta, man.
He got MVP in Atlanta.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, might have a Hall of Fame career from Atlanta too.
Yeah, I mean, but when you I just look at the quarterback play yesterday. Was
defenses are always going to be a hit of offenses early,
right? But I mean, but just like Tua threw for 460.
He didn't do nothing last year. I mean, last few games.
But you ask yourself.
He was in concussion protocol at the end of the year.
Right, but you ask yourself,
the middle of the year, the end of the year,
with the weapons that they got.
No, they're very and then they play without Ramsey, so you don't know what he'd have done.
Yeah, forget about that.
Jason Waddle.
He's not that good.
Who, Ramsey?
Waddle?
Not
what?
Anymore. Ramsey.
What he did Sunday?
Oh, he's out. He's
out. He's hurt.
Oh.
I think he's still a top 3-4 cornerback in the league.
I'd give him top 5.
Yeah,
I give him that, but he ain't the guy anymore though.
I mean, if you top 5, you the guy.
Yeah.
You the guy.
Especially where they throw the ball nowadays, and also with the advantages that the wide receivers have. Like
Because you got to cover Diggs, you got to cover Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, but you also can't you can't
We
maul them
got
like
to
you
do a
used to.
top 5 cornerback list one of these weeks, man.
Well, I mean, we got a little time. I mean, if y'all want to get into who's one?
Carlton Davis? Oh.
Amon Garden. Okay, that's fair.
I had Carlton Davis run around yesterday trying to guard that grown man.
Who?
Yeah, come on. Yeah, Waldo, don't do that. Now, listen. We got to. Let me pump your
Who's
brain.
he gonna say? Winfield?
No, he was talking about Carlton Davis.
What about him?
He's a top. Did you say he's a top 5 cornerback?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. There you go. See that? Here we go. Now we gonna talk football.
Y'all,
Talk football.
y'all gotta watch the tape. When Jay Jettas was running free, he was in the zone. Just watch the tape.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Just watch the tape.
So Carlton Davis. What number is he?
He about 4.
He's 4. So let me see. He's better than Stephon Gilmore.
He's better than AJ Terrell.
Definitely.
He's better than Stephon Gilmore.
And Diggs.
He
Trayvon
definitely
Diggs?
better than he definitely better than
Marlon
Diggs.
Humphrey plays safe. He plays safety.
No, he played corner.
He played corner. You right. Humphrey do play corner. Okay, I'm just trying to think of other corners in the league.
He better than
Jari Alexander.
Jair.
He better than him.
No, that's
better than Darius
that's
Slay?
one.
He better than Big Play Slay. That's another one. He better than Slay.
No, he ain't better than Slay.
That's
Slay
3.
2.
That's 5.
Gilmore, Davis, and Ramsey.
Gilmore's the best defensive back in football.
No, he not better than Jair, bro.
Okay, so
He not better than Jair, bro.
I'm just trying to think of DBs.
How many defensive players a year is
Carlton Davis better than Derek Stingley.
I know Steph Gilmore has one.
Sit up on the mic though.
I know Mr. Gilmore has one. Mr. Gilmore
Has one with
Gilmore, he
player
wasn't
of
player of the year, but I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, that
when
was
you say-
years ago.
When you say Carlton Davis is a top 5 corner, I'm just like,
That was years ago.
that's
He still got one, and he's still playing,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
still goes to the number 1.
Carlton Davis.
He better than Denzel Ward.
That's a
Davis
strong.
White.
I mean,
All right, just watch the tape. When Justin Jefferson was running free, it was in his zone.
I don't think
Just
it
watch
matters
the
who
tape.
it was. I think his point is that you said he's one of the top 5.
He is.
was he a top 5 corner last year?
No.
So off one game, you looking at he's a top 5 corner
As
right now.
Off his development. Look at just watching his career from him as a rookie to now.
His rookie was the year I went to the bowl, right?
But that was his second year?
Okay, so he been with y'all 4. Because Brady played 3, so this is year 5. Has he got a contract yet? Or is he up for one this year? So it's got to be
He up,
4 then.
so it got to be 4. He up,
Okay.
he up for a contract.
Okay. But a
Better than
top.
Ramsey too, huh?
Yeah, he better than Ramsey.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, these are your opinions. These are all subjective
I haven't had a chance
conversations.
to really-
Just watch the tape. Just watch the tape. Just watch the tape.
So he's a shut
How
your
many-
water off.
How many
cornerback.
pass interference he had yesterday?
You don't need a pass interference to Joker wide open catching the ball. I mean, I'm not saying it's not him.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. How many pass interference he had yesterday? What was his main thing? When he came to the league, he was getting a lot of pass interference calls.
Well, I'm just trying to look. I'm trying to look at the but what receive. So he's guarding your 1.
He's guarding one. He
Yeah.
was
So
when they were lining up.
DJ Moore will be here next week.
Yes. He's not going to line. He's not going to line up on the whole game.
Okay, but I'm
he's
saying
gonna, he's going to line up majority of the game.
I'm just thinking.
He's going to line up with DJ Moore.
I'm just thinking who they played. They played the Eagles Monday night, so he'll guard AJ Brown or Smith when they come.
Either or.
Either or. I'm just trying to think. Michael Thomas, who played yesterday. Michael Thomas is back. Just trying to line up.
He didn't look right.
So he'll guard Drake London.
Drake London when he played the Falcons. Carolina
What was that?
had.
What he do?
Okay, see this. This is why we looking for. This is what I've been wanting right here.
What he,
What
I'm
do?
saying, he played receiver.
He played receiver. Yeah,
Oh,
he played
okay.
receiver.
Oh, okay.
The energy. I'm telling you, that's all I add. Just keep that same energy all season. Don't let it
The
waver.
Bucs are gonna be all right on defense. I don't doubt that.
But if I want y'all get the NFL replay or something on your phone, one of them apps or something, man, and just watch the game, man. And just watch the game, bro.
Okay. Y'all, they won the division. They play a first place schedule. I think who else they all play? They play Detroit. So that's number 14, Brown. Yeah, the guard Brown.
The Lions was first play last year. I thought it was the Packers.
No, but they play. We play the NFC North.
Vikings. Yeah, I get
So we play the North this year. So it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, they 1-0 right now. And what'd you say their record was gonna be?
I did
it.
Okay, so what? Parham say 12 and 5.
I said 11. I said 11.
11 and 6. How you feeling?
I said we'll win probably 10 games, win the division.
10 to get 10. Okay, well, it's 2 other teams in the division right now with 1 win, but it's like it's early. It's early.
Yeah, we got the best division in football right now. We got the best division in football right now. We 3-1. The only reason we got a loss because y'all played Carolina.
Yeah. Are they only giving the Bears 3 points?
Well, I mean, that's what they looking. I mean, I don't make the lines.
And it's a home game.
It's a home game. So, I mean, they saying that's even. I don't think so. Unless Justin Fields play a possum, because I don't see them doing nothing coming down here.
We struggle with running quarterback sometimes.
No, but it's a different. Like I just think it's a different. They played yesterday. I think a lot of momentum. They gonna have first home game post Brady. They gonna be hyped.
I feel like that too, but
they gonna be hyped.
I mean, you know,
you see that line by Wednesday. That don't look right. A 3-point line. Stay away from a 3-point line when you get home.
Well, I mean, the pundits have it as even. I don't think it's gonna be even either.
No, if it's -3, it means it's even. Because you get 3 for being at home.
Right, but I mean, do you think if you match them up that the Bucks and Bears are even? Not with the way the Bears look yesterday. So it's some in the sauce.
I would expect it to start. I would expect that after yesterday's game, the Bucks should have had at a minimum a 4.5 point line against the Bears.
Philly may jump, like I say. You see how Deion? They said Deion had the.
They were getting points and went to giving points.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They jumped down the Broward favor by 3.
I thought it was 7.
You are right. It was 7, and it changed. But like I said, that's
and the Colorado was
and that's what everybody's on the Deion phenomenon. I mean,
I told you what was going to happen though.
You did
against TCU.
You did, but now we ask ourselves like, they're 2-0 right now. And I mean, and I don't want to jump ahead, but there's a possibility that they could be 5-0 at the end of this month, which nobody saw coming.
No, if they're 5-0, nobody can say they saw it coming. No, I can see Deion winning 10 games this year, and it become very interesting. I think the biggest thing is he has to play some teams that actually have established fronts, and that was my concern with Nebraska. And it took a really bad performance by the quarterback, but I'm not so much worried about Oregon. I'm more worried about USC.
But USC come to bold, so I mean,
it don't matter. They're still USC.
USC
is bringing experience to
their defense. Don't put fear in nobody's heart,
and that's what I'm saying. And in the Pac-12, you can outscore people.
No fear in nobody's heart.
That's what I'm saying. You look at the Pac-12; they getting up and down like pinball. So if I got the ball last, we can outscore you. Then we got a good chance to win. And I keep going back to the narrative where, let's just say for the sake of if Deion in Colorado, if they go, let's say 9-3,
which is what I'm looking at now, which is
Deion has to get your coach of the year.
Oh, he gonna get coach of the year.
He gonna get coach of the year just off of what he did.
But I think
there was a 1-win team.
A 1-win team, but I just think
Guess who they beat last year?
Ooh,
Nebraska.
Oh, for real? Okay. But I think a lot of times people get into the narrative of, Deion, he's outlandish, with his statements.
He don't play no snaps. What he did do is he put together a very capable team based upon what you can do.
Deion can recruit whoever he wants.
And that's what I keep going back to.
They're going to be very good in a couple of years. I know number 50 going to be here. Going to be there in a couple of years.
Or for Lake Wells. But I think that,
that's going to be a difference. USC is bringing an established team here. I think they're going to beat Oregon.
They're not going to lose both of these games. I'll tell you that now.
They're going to beat Oregon.
They're not going to lose both of these games. And then
quiet is kept at their, what are you right now, 18?
Mm-hmm.
18 right now. You play Colorado State this weekend, who you should whoop. Even if, let's say, if you lose,
game, man.
But
so is Nebraska.
But if you lose, let's just say you're 4-1.
And actually, Nebraska is the biggest rivalry.
Let's say you're 4-1 in September. Let's say if you beat USC, lose to Oregon, you should be no worse than say maybe
the other way around.
What you mean?
They play Oregon first.
But I'm saying, what if they lose to Oregon
and then beat USC?
And beat USC.
Oh, if they get a whole lot more kudos for beating USC.
Okay, but I'm saying, but if you beat them, they may be 15, and the way this thing is going to play out, a lot of your top teams play each other. And your schedule lightens up.
You're trying to say if Deion ends up with a top 10 ranking, he's easy to coach of the year. They might even build a.
But with a one loss, let's say a one loss Pac-12, they win the Pac-12.
How?
What do you mean with one loss? They can play.
They not winning the Pac-12.
But it's okay.
We can argue about it all day. They not winning the Pac-12.
I mean,
Okay.
Washington and Utah have to lose.
And they don't want nothing to do with Utah.
They'll play them. They'll play. I mean, they'll play.
No, Colorado can beat Utah because they look kind of.
But they play Utah. They play Utah last game of the season.
Utah ain't been full throttle.
Perhaps they're not going to beat Oregon, USC, but people say they weren't going to beat TCU. So I mean,
no, let's not do that.
But I'm just saying that's what people said.
Don't do that.
Don't do
TCU
what?
is 22 people down. Or I'm not as worried about Oregon. I'm worried about USC because USC also puts linemen in the NFL. So
But let's back up for a minute. And I'm tired of people doing this. We give USC too much for what they used to do.
No, I'm looking at what they are now. I'm saying they're coming with an established skill set.
But what are they established doing?
Thank you.
They can throw the ball.
What are they established doing? Everybody in the Pac-12 throw the ball.
Everybody in the Pac-12. So let's do this.
Everybody in the Pac-12 throw the ball.
Give me the last 3 years, a guy that's come out of USC and made an impact in the NFL. Give me one.
Let me see impact. I know. We have linemen that we had 2 linemen.
You talking about like skill position?
Any position.
Any position. Skill position. I can't
Any
tell.
position.
Okay, but any position. Any position.
My concern for Boulder is what? For Colorado is what? It's not their skill players. Is what? And what did I say? Nebraska did what? And they did it. Except they turned the ball over.
Okay, but here we go again. What I'm going back to.
Or they took the ball away.
USC and see people talk. That same USC team lost to Tulane last year.
Mm-hmm. They had the blind side on the ropes, right?
Okay, but they played them tough for a half.
Also,
they played them tough for a half.
Also, you told me something else that wasn't accurate.
What was that?
The quarterback did not play.
Pratt's not the quarterback here, but it's called the guy. No, that started. He started the game before.
No. But Tulane's quarterback was on the sideline because they were talking about it when the game. So take him the first half. That's cool. Their quarterback was actually he didn't play.
Okay, then you know what? I stand to be correct. But the question I just asked you, which you've yet to answer, tell me 3 guys.
I don't care how they play in the NFL.
You talking about okay, but don't that stand for something? Because if you playing in college,
they put Jordan Addison in. He just
Jordan Addison
made a difference again.
He scored today. But the thing I'm trying to say is that we keep giving USC like they're the class.
We're not saying that. We're saying Colorado's weakness is where it counts the most. The skilled players, I think they're going to match up pretty well. It'll be kind of even. I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
The reason I said, why do you think I brought up Utah? Because Utah, although they're Pac-12, they're what? They're typically physical on defense.
They are.
Very. And they run the ball. That kind of team could pose a problem, especially because they also have an experienced quarterback. I'm more worried about USC.
I'm taking Colorado quarterback against everybody except for 9.
Okay, and then with that being said, Bo Nix, and here we go again. Bo Nix has got a lot of hype. Struggled at Auburn. Went to Oregon.
I said he's overhyped, right?
Okay, right, and I agree with that. But they lost to 9 last year at home. Laid an egg at Georgia. In Atlanta started the season.
They just got whooped.
Okay, but that's the same thing. 49. Okay, 49-3.
Who won that championship last year?
Georgia.
Okay. What did they do in the national championship game?
So what?
What did they do in the national championship game?
Same thing.
Okay.
Parham, he's still stuck on it. He got some tip to the third circle, I guess, when they go to Oregon. I just don't. They can beat Oregon.
Go to Oregon.
Yeah.
Who does Oregon play?
Oregon.
Who does USC play before they play?
I have to check and see.
That kind of stuff may matter, but I think everybody's gonna get it for Deion.
Yeah, I mean, how can you
Oregon
not?
gonna need Thibodeau to win.
They made Mariota.
They might need DeAnthony Thomas.
What's your boy name? The one that we thought was gonna be good and he disappeared. The real fast boy played for Snoop.
DeAnthony Thomas. That's what.
Number 5.
They gonna need him.
Yeah. Did nothing. So we're gonna take our second break. This brought to you by the auto repair to the Carlos, who's with the Bucks this week.
Oh,
yeah, load jumped on the Bucks wagon.
Hey, make sure, Bucks fans, go out there and show them some love.
Load the Bucks this week.
I ain't sending nobody over there because every time I get out the car when I'm there, man, the Bucks ain't got nothing. They ain't got Tom Brady. They ain't got nothing.
Go check him out, man.
And now he with the Bucks.
Oh, all in with
Carlos a trip.
You see, hey,
Carlos a trip.
Hey, you see my boys, right? You see my boys, did you?
The Chiefs, right? Cause I know I was just up there with you 2 weeks ago.
No, he said, he know the Chiefs. So the Chiefs suck.
Chiefs done
The Chiefs
lost.
trash.
Yeah, they is.
Yeah, so when you win it, he old boy. So go check him out. 7101 North 40th Street, 813-443-4730.
Good dude. Carlos is a good dude. He just a bandwagon.
He just jumped teams, yeah.
Hey, man, look at here.
And if you need any shirt apparel, go check out Elevate Designs. You see we rocking it tonight.
Everybody's in uniform today.
813-400-7015. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We do not own the right to this music. Torres, give us something.
Yeah, they belong in a swamp. They don't.
Hey, LeGarrette Blunt got here.
Oh, we back into the second segment of Chop Shop. Yours truly, EZDZ. I got my man, City Waldella.
Shout out to Perry, Florida.
My man, Ruff, Red Dawson. And last but not least, EzBz.
Man, what?
Now I want to ask y'all something because you spoke about Miami winning this past weekend, and we spoke about Jimbo Fisher.
Goodbye.
Jimbo, you think Jimbo's in trouble?
Nah.
Okay.
Man, Jimbo on the ropes right now.
Prime
Why
time.
are you here?
Okay.
Jimbo on the ropes right now.
Dude, no.
Okay, so let me ask you this
And
then.
you
So
look bad against a not very good Miami. Yeah, I said that Michael Harvey. Hope you safe out there in Seattle. A bad Miami team. They went down the field on you.
I don't think it's a bad Miami team.
I
I think
think-
they
yeah,
okay.
They came out, they were
they
inspired. It was a game they needed. And we talked about that. So it was a game they
Next
needed.
question. Isn't Texas A&M in the SEC?
Yeah, for the last 12 years, I think so, yeah.
But the
Didn't
SEC
they-
consists of two teams.
And then they go up and down the field. They out physical them too.
The
this
SEC
a-
consists of two teams.
No, the SEC's got more. They got more than 2 teams. You got to start doing that. So I ain't gonna let
What
you do that
teams
either.
they?
Well, how many national championships have you had in the last 20 years? I know you're gonna say mostly Alabama, LSU,
But
Florida.
Alabama, but in the last 3, we have 14
Georgia.
that won multiple.
Yeah.
Can't no other conference claim that.
Why are you looking at me?
No, I'm talking
the
to you.
last-
For the second.
In the
last-
last 20 years, no, not multiple.
The last 20 years, them 20 years is over.
Okay,
Now, let's do the last 5 years.
Okay, last 5 years they've been all
It's been
SEC,
who?
all
Bama and
ACC.
Georgia.
LSU won 2019.
And a Heisman.
Yeah, LSU won 2019. So in the
And a Heisman.
last 5 years, it's been all SEC.
And if it had been up to me, the SEC would have had the Heisman they deserved last year. Although
So I'm just saying. So I mean, we go on when y'all talk about conference.
That's
This conference.
5
That.
wins with 3 teams.
Okay, but then how many?
LSU
How many?
not that same LSU.
Okay, but with that
So
being
now we
said,
back to
okay.
what I said.
No, let's
Bama and Georgia.
Okay, so with that
And
being
Bama
said,
just got whooped. So I don't know.
let me finish if I can, sir.
You go ahead.
How many Pac-12s
Nah.
have been? How many Pac-12 teams? How many Pac-12 teams have been in the playoffs in the last 5 years?
Ain't none been.
Okay. They haven't. Washington went every year. 2016. Washington. Anybody been since Washington?
The past 5.
who's the
Past 5.
who's the coach
Oregon,
then?
that was
Peterson.
Mariota. That was
Okay, right. You know what I'm saying? So
That was-
Big 12 has had Ohio State and Michigan go.
Yours has
Big
been more than
10.
5
Big
years.
12. Big 10. Like Big 10. Oklahoma and TCU out the 12. ACC's been
Oklahoma's been 3
Clemson.
times, right?
ACC's been Clemson. So for people to say the SEC is
Clemson
top heavy,
lost to LSU and Alabama.
Right, and they beat Alabama twice. They beat Alabama twice, so they beat them twice. So they 2-1. But the thing I'm saying is that for everybody to say the SEC is top heavy, it's only 2 teams. That's not fair.
It's not giving the full.
Because when bowl season comes, SEC always has the best record, and they send the most teams to bowl games. So
No,
now,
they don't.
okay,
Who sent the most last year?
okay, last year it was what was it 9-8? What was it 8-7? It was only one. It was only off by 1.
You said who sent the most?
Okay, y'all said the most, but
Who got the most ranked teams right now?
Okay, in week 3, the Pac-12
Just added one.
Okay.
They just added one.
Okay, the Pac-12 has the most teams in week 3
They had it at week 1.
of the college football
Had it in week
season.
1.
Let's keep this
Had it
same.
at
Let's
the
keep
end of the
this
season
same
last
energy.
year.
Keep that intensity.
Yeah, keep that same.
Had the end of the season last year.
That's all I'm looking for.
You got that bull in the ring energy right now.
Right, because I told you, and see, my thing is, and no disrespect to Nine, no disrespect, none of the other guys out here playing in the Pac-12. Come January, when you get to match up and play
Bama or Georgia.
or
That's who you got
LSU
to-
You don't want that.
or Tennessee, Tennessee's number 9.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just saying they number 9. I mean, but this
Keep
and they were number 1 last year for a minute.
Yeah.
When that time Pac-12 team in number 1? Can you recall that?
No, I can't.
Okay,
Who was it? Was it USC?
no,
Oregon.
exactly. See what I'm saying? But we
number 1. They lost a chip at number 2. Mariota didn't win no national
right. But I'm saying they haven't even won. Pac-12 ain't won since.
USC.
Yeah, when they were playing pros out there with Reggie Bush and all. That's what 2005. But the thing I'm saying is that
Oh, that's
we
what
got
they coaches now in Seattle.
right. But the narrative has to. We got to get out this negative narrative about the SEC. Oh, they just top heavy. They don't have the.
They are top heavy.
It's the best conference in football, year in and year out. They send the most guys to the NFL.
And when they have these matchups and the games that count, they really brutalize everybody else. You know, and not just what they did TCU. That's a one-off. But how they whooped up on Michigan State a few years ago, and I thought Michigan State was ready. They jumped all over Chris Peterson's Washington team. I thought they were pretty good. And then and even Michigan.
Georgia jumped on. Who did Georgia play? They struggled with Ohio State.
They beat up Michigan. But then
The year before beat up Michigan.
Alabama urinated on.
You keep using that. You got to get out of it. So you got to give us something else, man.
Animals urinate. It's an elephant.
Okay.
They pummeled Ohio
Throttled.
State. Ohio State.
Yeah,
In fact,
okay.
they just scored again.
Defecated.
But I mean, but at the end of the day, the SEC is the brand of.
And we, when you have to listen to the greatness of these teams the whole year, and then they get there and they don't even lay an egg. They like Bruce Arians said, they crap the bed.
Right, but I mean, but I say that to where.
Yeah, I don't know why you. I got to do better. That's what you said when you called me on the phone. You see what they doing to them?
Okay,
No, don't show your team.
But that's all. But that's a conversation you have.
I just witnessed a Big 12 team just mollywop one of the best in the SEC.
Okay, and you know
And
what?
it was just,
I'll give you that.
This is giving me like maybe the SEC not the best.
Well, I mean, like I say, you're taking and don't get me wrong. LSU got beat by Florida State.
Mop.
Miami beat Texas A&M.
Mop.
Okay, you would. And then Alabama lost to.
So that
means
your,
Florida, I say
two
Florida,
of your
State of
top
Florida's
3
back.
teams in the
I take that
SEC.
back.
2 of your top 3 teams got whooped.
Okay.
I'm about to say,
By
I'm about to say the
outsiders.
state of Florida
Okay, by team.
So
by,
how
by
can
nine,
you?
by
But how
nine-
can you say that's the best? 2 of your top 3 teams got whooped by
Okay,
outsiders.
but here we go again. This is
What
September.
two of their top 3 teams?
Alabama, LSU.
Alabama, LSU. Both
What
of them
I'm trying to explain to him is that we
Yeah,
are.
they did have dismal performance.
Yeah, we're in week 3, and I got a lot of pep rally energy around me right now. I just want that to just come November when they start December, they start divvying out bowl bids, and you got teams that are playing before New Year's. Keep that same. Just stay consistent with. That's all I'm asking, because everybody ain't gonna get to go.
No,
Everybody don't go.
only this year, only 4 get to go.
That's it. Now next year is 12, so it
12.
might open up a little bit more, but Tennessee's still lurking at 9. Alabama's 10.
Well,
LSU's 13.
Well, I'm not going to say nothing about Tennessee because everybody, okay.
Okay, but the thing I'm saying is that
It's
your
early.
season's not over.
No.
Alabama at 10. If Alabama wins out, you don't put them in the 4?
Yeah, because they would have to beat Georgia and Tennessee.
Right. So you put them in the 4.
Yeah.
So you
And
taking
Georgia,
out?
and Georgia, huh?
You gonna take Georgia out?
If Georgia
If
loses
Alabama
at
wins
one,
out, it gets rid of. If Alabama wins out, it takes care of Georgia.
That's what I'm saying. So they out.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go that far because a one loss. Let me finish.
One loss Georgia.
A one loss Georgia team
There's been one on.
against a
Field.
one loss Pac-12, a one loss Big. Okay, if Texas loses the game, ain't nobody going from the 12. Whoever wins Iowa State, Ohio State, Michigan, that's who's going. They got a break last year because somebody fell off. Alabama had 2 losses,
They don't count no more.
but they play each other. They gonna knock each other out.
And they're gonna kill Wisconsin or Michigan State
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, I'm just saying right now it's
Or
week
Iowa.
3
or Northwestern.
or Nebraska, like Kobe
No,
said.
Northwestern dead.
Okay, then again, like I said, I look at where we have,
I mean, I told you to tell you was right about Nebraska. They're a lot better than.
and Kansas beat Illinois this weekend.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Solid. I mean, but he
Solid,
called
yeah.
Kansas too. So before we get into this high school, we're gonna acknowledge our good people over at Conaz with them good groceries.
Oh, Bay
So-
Area's best barbecue.
Yeah, go check them out. 1510 North Hubert, Tampa, Florida, 33607 813-870-0404.
Show me that on the grill.
Definitely sponsor on the grill. We
Show me
popped that
on
on
the
Saturday.
grill.
And you saw Mike Trigg 2.0 scored Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was good.
Winning and standing up.
That was good to see. So now we'll get into our Wingstop Chop Shop Super 13.
See, they had Waldo covering them. That's for sure.
Dave said, if you don't mind, because you speak so well, it's like at church when you do the Easter speech, where you come in and get a
Jesus well.
that boy good. That's my baby. That boy good. That boy.
Father, please come here and see. Father. It is devotion. Okay.
No, you gotta put the locations first. Torres for Wings. So I let Waldo call these out. Then we'll go into the games. There you go, Waldo. Do your thing, man.
Okay, here we go. We got 8 locations that we shopping with, man. 23048.
I said, 04.
Do your thing, man. Be great. Do your thing.
23048. State Road 54. 813-705-9464. And we got 2115 East Hillsborough Avenue, right around the corner from the hood, right around the corner from Middleton High School.
Next to the jewelry shop, right?
813-559-1527.
What about Dade's?
And we over there 1219 Bruce B. Downs, 813-536-0222.
It's out there in Wesley Chapel.
Yeah, we got Northdale Mabry, we out there Carrollwood, 10
Joy.
10019 Northdale Mabry Highway, 813-374-3566. We out there in Lakeland, we in Polk County.
Polk.
4217 South Florida Avenue.
Down the street from Club Kathleen. Y'all
There
go
you
check
go.
them out.
Good chow.
863-450-2353. And we on the north side with it, 14915 North Florida Avenue, 813-851-0088.
Now down about KJ. Right there in Florida and Bears.
And we at the Wingstop headquarters, the Chop Shop headquarters, 9305 North 56th Street, 813-373-5174.
Yeah, we
That's the
kick
place
it.
we frequent the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Chop Shop headquarters.
Yeah, and then where it all started.
But where it all started from New Edition.
Yeah, the beginning of Wingstop's introduction to Tampa, Florida, 2776 North Fowler, 813-903-9464.
Waldo, you did that so well. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
he
sir.
said-
I can read.
Yeah, you can read. Yeah, ain't no criminal. Yeah. Ain't no criminal. I can't read. All right, monster. Let's get into these games, man. We got some
No, we don't. No, we
ugly
don't.
games
Oh, yeah, that we got.
coming up this week, and games on Thursday for some. 7 to Christian at Northside. That's Mike Allstott, old school. I'm gonna try 7 to Christian. What about you?
North Side Christian.
What about you, Dade City?
I'm taking Selfner.
Okay. Lato Strawberry Crest.
Give me strawberry.
Give me anybody but Lato. That ain't Bernard Clark's Lato. Who we
Give me
whoop.
strawberry.
Lato, both of them 2-1 though.
Okay. Give me
Strawberry
strawberry.
Crest.
Strawberry Crest, okay.
Well, who you got?
Well, Dre out there, so you know I gotta go with Crest. Leonard, who's 2-1, going to Steinbrenner. I'm trying Leonard.
I'm going with Steinbrenner.
Steinbrenner.
Okay. The Heritage Bowl, Middleton versus Blake. Blake is 2-1. Middleton yet to scratch.
They got the end zone yet?
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
had.
scored.
Oh, okay.
They won't do that on Thursday though.
Give me Blake.
Blake.
And in fact, while you talking about yelling out Blake and Jefferson, let me tell you something. That rivalry, which was diminished because of the behavior of the people, should be still remain the most storied rivalry in Tampa now that the Classic is gone. You should have almost a similar style attendance for Middleton and Blake, but unfortunately, we have people who are uncomfortable going there. But
Agree. I give you that.
but give me Blake though.
Okay. Two teams that have yet to scratch
Who cares?
down the street on 56. Spoto versus King. Who you got in that, Waldo? Both of them 0-3.
Spoto versus King.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Spoto. I ain't taking King none.
Actually, we got the
name Martin Luther. I'm straight.
Okay. What you got? What you got?
Until they suit up JoJo again, give me Spoto.
Well, we got the coach coming on next too. I'm gonna try King, so we'll do King. I'm gonna try
So
King.
you going with energy again?
No, I'm gonna try. If I'm wrong,
What-
you know what? Give me Spoto. Give me Spoto. I take Spoto. Sorry, coach.
Why we got King's coach come on?
Next assistant coach come on next too. You know we got game. We got double headers next to weeks on Monday Night Football.
No, but I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying to figure out why.
Don't be that person. Okay.
He should be out there at practice, right? Should be out there at practice, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Plant versus Robinson.
What you got to talk about?
Robinson 2-1.
Hey, we can't.
Our eligibility is up.
Pull up some film in here,
We can't help it, bro. I don't know why you looking over here at us.
Can we go to
maxpreps.com? Hey, man, I can't. Hey, my eligibility been gone, bro.
Hey, Plant and Robinson.
That's gonna be a good
That's
one.
gonna be a good game.
I like Robinson.
That would be a game to go out and see.
Plant 1 and 2. Robinson 2-1.
Played though.
Played Berkeley, lost to Tech. But I wouldn't have saw against
teams.
Berkeley. I mean, but they didn't show me.
You wasn't impressed. You see what it was.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with Plant.
Oh, okay.
I like Robinson.
I like Owen Mike.
That's what I like Robinson too.
Another game that Brandon versus Freedom.
Whole thing.
I'm gonna try Freedom, man.
That's gonna be a
Who can score ball?
Nah, it's gonna be a safety win the game.
2-0.
They don't know how to score.
Who gonna
2-0.
No,
Who gonna mess up and drop the ball out the back of the end
It's
zone?
gonna be a muff
You
punt.
know, it's amazing we making fun of that kind of game, that kind of team. You talking about Brandon and King?
Brandon, like I said, Brandon
Howard.
King, like I said, but once again, kids
Jefferson
are going.
used to be too.
Kids are going. Jefferson the same conference. Jefferson.
No, we will listen. Give us a conference with Leonard, Middleton.
That's not your conference,
King,
so we'll go on
and
to the
Brandon.
next game.
We
Next
in the playoffs.
game. Let's go
We in the
next
playoffs
game,
every year.
Torres.
We in the playoffs every
He
year.
looking for to get the playoffs. He don't want to play nobody. We get the playoffs.
Oh, give me Freedom. I said.
Yeah, I got Freedom too. You got Freedom? All right, now honorable mention, we got actually Zephyr Hills go to Land of Lakes. I'm gonna try Zephyr Hills. Pickett had 3 touchdowns. What you
Zephyr
got?
Hills and Land O'Lakes.
Yeah.
I'll go Zephyr Hill.
What you got?
I really honestly don't know what Land O'Lakes got, so
They 2-1, like I said, but I'm gonna take
I
Zephyr
just go
Hills.
with
Take
Zephyr
the
Hill.
Hills because of
The ties.
Pickett, okay. Okay, now get to the Super 13. We get into the Super 13. Hillsborough traveling to Jefferson Thursday night.
Give me Hillsborough.
Give me Jefferson.
Give me Hillsborough.
Who you say? I get?
Hillsborough, the Terriers.
Quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I
Give
call
me-
the other game, you gonna say Hillsborough again?
Hillsborough.
Okay. Sickles and Alonzo, who you got in that? Hillsborough again.
Hillsborough.
Okay. And
Give me Alonzo. I'm gonna go with Alonzo.
I like Alonzo at the house.
Let's go with Alonzo at the house.
Jefferson done had 2 drubbings back to back. They off this week. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, they need a break.
Need that break.
Yeah, but at least they played him.
Yeah, they did. They played, and that's all you can ask for. We'll get back to our game of the week. Carrollwood there, Trinity Cat. They got to go to Ocala. They've been traveling pretty good. They ain't lost yet. Jordan Magwood doing his thing over there, so I'm gonna take.
You gonna stay with Carrollwood?
I'm gonna stay with
I'm
Carrollwood.
ride
there.
with the city. I'm
Okay.
ride with the city.
Take the city. Okay. Tappa County got to go down to 4 miles and play Lehigh.
Give me Lehigh.
Okay, get Lehigh. I'm gonna try TC. TC got beat by CCC. I'm gonna take.
You just tried.
I'm gonna take CC.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
take.
just tried Lehigh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna rock with Lehigh. I got to
Okay.
see a little more from TC.
Okay. Plant City.
Durant.
Plant City had Durant.
Durant.
Okay, I'm gonna take. I like Durant on that too. Durant will beat them.
Durant, they gonna play physical
Booker.
football every week.
I might even be there for that game. That's Friday night, right?
Right.
I might be there. For
Yeah,
the
Berkeley, Berkeley take the trip down 75. Go down to Sarasota, Booker. That's gonna be tough.
Man, that's gonna be.
You know, I take Booker.
Yeah.
You take Booker.
Yeah, I'm gonna try him.
I like True tote that ball, but like I said, they got some talent down there. Okay. Tricky game right here. Some of the traveling the gate.
tricky.
Why you bring that game up before you just say let everybody take Tech over Bloomingdale?
Say what?
Just say let everybody
Okay,
take
Tech. Well, everybody got Tech. Okay, everybody got Tech. Armwood's off. Some of the Gators.
Why you ain't mention Wharton off?
Yeah, I
you
got Wharton is
skipped
off
over
too.
them like
I'm
that.
sorry. Yeah, Wharton alumni. I apologize. Wharton is off too, guys. So I do
You gonna call
apologize.
everybody else? That's all.
Yeah, Wharton. I'm sorry.
You
Wharton
skipped
number
over
5.
them.
Wharton, the 5th ranked. Wharton Wildcats. They're off. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So who we got at some of the Gators?
I'm gonna go with Wood.
Gaither.
You taking Gaither? This is a
No,
good
you're
match for
not.
Gaither because Gaither got
Gaither.
Sumner and Tech back to back.
They got 2 losses coming back to back.
Well, we'll
like-
see. Well,
I like
actually, be
Gaither.
3. They lost to Warden.
Oh, that's right.
They lost to Warden this past week. So
I like Gaither.
you like Gaither? Okay.
Number 0, defensive player of the game.
Okay.
He might get a lot of action because they're gonna be up and down the field on them.
East Bay and Riverview, both of them undefeated.
Don't nobody care.
You like Hillsborough in that too?
Yeah, give me his, bro.
Okay.
Our game
East
of the
Bay and
week.
Riverview.
Give me.
I'm gonna take Riverview,
They still play that Veer style offense. So give me.
but they got a couple athletes on their Riverview. And I think they trying to.
They had a couple. Just saying, I thought with Newsom. Give me Riverview.
Okay.
They're home.
All right, so that'll close it for the Wingstop Chop Shop Super 13. As you know, we'll give out the Super 13 every Sunday. Also, Logan Rogers, Player of the Week, 4 touchdowns and the victory of Newsom, Tech quarterback. Get with me. We got a 10-piece for you with your name on it. So, Walter, don't go in there talking about you won Player of the Week.
Yeah.
Get no 10-piece.
What's your name?
With
Logan.
that beer.
Logan Rogers.
I almost got one of my 10-piece.
I'm running at 2 different locations.
Your name Logan? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Logan Rogers.
Yes, ma'am.
With the beard and all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got them in. They got
Might
them in
wear a
school.
mask.
I went bad. Oh,
Mask
okay.
on.
Yeah.
My name
They
Logan.
got new COVID strand out. So, you know.
My name, y'all be careful with that too. Weekend plan, what you got going on? You going to Jacksonville to see Mahomes, or you just taking it easy?
It's hot out there.
It is hot. What about you? What you got going? Are you going to South Florida, Alabama's game?
I
He
might
know
be
better.
out there.
You
Maybe
know
out
better.
there.
You know better.
Listen,
Okay, let me do this before we leave. This is how we'll close it out. Give me the score, Alabama USF Saturday, please. What the score gonna be?
63-7.
What you got, Beezy?
77-3.
What you got?
45-42 USF. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna say. I really think Nick is gonna call the dogs on it. They're gonna be mad.
It's gonna be 63-7.
I don't see him calling
They
them
gonna
up
score.
because
They gonna score
usually-
56 in the
this
first
is-
half.
No,
Yeah,
this,
that's what I
is usually,
think.
this is usually the game that they do late. See, this is the game that Alabama normally doesn't cover. I'm throwing it out there for you all because normally they would have come off with a tough win. They may actually cover this 32.
I think they will. I'm
They gonna cover 50.
gonna say 59.
Go look at their.
I'm gonna say
history.
they'll kick one field goal,
10.
8 touchdowns, it'd be 59-6. South Florida will go for 2 on their late
At the
late
end of the
touchdown.
game, in the fourth quarter, about 3
It's, 30,
minutes
it's
left.
32 and a half, right?
32
They'll
right
cover.
now.
32? No,
Yeah.
normally, you know
They'll
what?
cover
no, you know what?
45.
He come.
No,
Go ahead.
normally it'd be the score
No,
be
it's
something like
something like
45-14. Alabama, just watch the look at the history.
Man, they
This is
mad. They
different.
probably
No, this
doing
is
crabs.
different.
They probably
I would
crabbing
tell
right
everybody,
now.
stay off of this game right here.
Why?
Oh, yeah, they're gonna be this show
Take
money
Bama
right
with
here.
the points.
Take Bama
Who
in.
they play after they play USF?
I think Ole Miss. But they gonna get all that back from Texas. They gonna get all that back Saturday. Trust me. Nick probably get them down here Thursday. Get situated, relax. Probably hopefully go to Conaz, get you some chow.
63-7.
We got. Oh, I love that one. Give me USF. We got some accommodation. We got more than accommodations for you for everybody who didn't get the chance to see. Hey, show them on the grill. This cat here. Anyway, show
Yeah,
them.
we go live. We'll be here Saturday. We pick games. I have Doss come in handicap game. He's our guest picker this past week. So we're
Hey,
going to
you
have
could've
Tammy
made- they
Douglas
could've
and
made him some
Vegas
money.
Gremlins
They'd have made
come to
some
check in
money
with us
this
this week. Here you go again.
Hey, I'm
Stay
here
what
to
you
help the
doing.
people. I'm here to help the people.
So
Let me out of my parlays, man.
he go help out my parlay. These guys, they be all the way live on the show tripping. So Torres, if you can't pull it, man, I mean we'll run it. You got it, okay?
Man, Torres know how to do this, man. Stop trying to diminish that man's talent.
I don't have to admit, I'm just saying I want to get y'all out of here, man. So we go live.
No, you want to leave?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Huh?
Man, Daryl don't care about that.
Yeah, I want to go see the game. I want to see the game.
All he want to do is watch Monday Night Football.
That's what.
Yeah. Since you called it out, yeah. Since you said it.
Trying to spread that to the rest of us.
Yeah.
You still looking at the girl right here?
There we go.
There you go, right there. So that's our new Saturday show.
Yeah, but they don't see that. They see that or they see what we're looking at.
So they see what you doing. Here we go again, Ruff.
That's the
Just Ruff.
screen
Just
right there.
thank you. Thank you, Waldo. Thank you.
My bad.
See that? But he
Look,
talking the whole time, looking at that like he, man, watch out. So
Okay, well, on the grill, we'll be back.
yeah, Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. Y'all get ready. We're gonna get in here, cut up again.
The pick other than his nose.
I might pull up on y'all one of these Saturdays. I don't know.
Let us know, man. We'd love to have you come in as
I can't
a
commit.
guest. I'm just saying, let me know when you can. We'd love to have you come on as a
I ain't gonna
guest
let
picker.
you know nothing. I'm coming.
You just gonna pull up?
Yeah. Let us know. When you ever told us you doing anything?
Okay, yeah. So with that being said, man, we finna get out of here, man. I want to thank all the good folks that definitely, very supportive of Chop Shop. What we trying to build a brand.
We love
So
y'all.
yeah, thank you. I'll say it again, Dade City.
We love y'all.
And then let them know what you did this past weekend, man, with your first time hosting. How was that?
Oh yeah, first time hosting, man. We had a little paint and sip, man. It was really nice, man. Had a decent turnout.
Sip and paint and sip.
Okay.
Where you draw, sip.
Yeah, you sit down,
you
you
get
know.
bougie.
So you did a lot of sipping and less painting.
I didn't paint at all.
So you did a lot of
I
sipping.
did, yeah. I was sipping. I didn't go to paint. I didn't go to paint.
Definitely, brutally honest.
Yeah, I didn't go to paint.
Okay.
Just skip that all the way around.
Yeah, I just went to
You let
sip.
the sip show. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I was hosting, so I wasn't,
You just being in your element.
You walk around, talk to people, you just
I
sip?
walked around, talked to people, talking about their pictures, how they look,
Yeah, critiquing them.
Yeah.
Hey, before you got a lot of
Very critical.
Before you got
Yeah.
man, what's that?
Yeah.
Hey, so before we get out of here, man, as I always say every week, man, I also want to give a special prayer to my grandmother, Frances Woodard, man. She's a little sickly, man, so I'm hoping that she gets through this. She's lived to be 95, so I'm definitely grateful. Actually, 96. So I'm grateful for that. So, put a prayer in for her. So before we get out of here, as I always do every week, man, anybody want to be an artist, don't want to see the executive producer, all the videos, all the record, dancing, come to Death Row. We'll be on next Tuesday. The next 2 weeks, we'll be on Tuesday at 6:30. We got King, assistant coach, coming on to kick it with us. Let me get the name right.
So you send me his info, D.
I will definitely have that for you. I'll definitely get that for you.
I get it.
You mean Christy King?
No, King High School right there on 56th Street, man. They got the coach coming on to kick it with us.
What time
the Bachelorette?
Bennett Waddell.
What time they practice over?
I mean, 6. I mean, should be out by 6. They start probably 3:45.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, they got things to say. They got a game. I forgot who they play because we were talking about that.
Definitely don't take it serious.
Yeah, so Tuesday night, 6 will be here. So for my man Torres, my man EZDZ, Dade City, the one and only infamous Ruff.
What?
EZDZ, keep God first. Love your family. When you see us, holler. Good night. We go.
The temptation.
Go Birds.
We bird hunting.